All right, so we've seen how to factor quadratics where a is 1. So now we're going to factoring quadratics, a not equal to 1. Okay. All right, so in other words, these are going to look like ax squared plus bx plus c. And what you're going to do is I call it AC rewrite B. So we go AC rewrite B. Okay. All right. And so that means we're going to go blank times blank equals AC. That means you multiply the two numbers. And blank plus blank equals B. Now this works the same. You're going to fill this in and fill this in, and these have to be the same, and you're going to do the factors of these to figure it out. Okay. So do this first. List factors, and then check here. Okay. All right. And so, and then these have to be the same. And these have to be the same. Now, this is where it gets tricky. Okay, so after we figured that out, this is not the answer. Okay, so warning. Cannot go straight to x plus blank and x plus blank. Here's why. Because when you FOIL, that would be x squared, not ax squared. Okay, so that's where the rewrite B comes in. So we go A, C, rewrite B. Okay, so that means we keep AC, and also it helps us to remember AC, rewrite B. Okay, so what we're going to do, is we're going to rewrite this, okay, as AX squared plus blank X plus C, where the blanks are these two blanks right here. Well, either one, because they're the same, okay? So, and then from there, we do a GCF here, and a GCF here. All right, and then finally, we take out their leftovers. And the leftovers must match. All right. So let's do an example, because that's a lot of information, and it doesn't really make sense. It's good instructions, except for that, like, it's much easier to understand if we just see some numbers with it. So let's do one. Actually, we're going to do a bunch. So 2x squared plus 11, oh, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. Factor completely. 1. 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Okay. All right, so we're going to go AC, rewrite B. So blank times blank equals AC, so 2 times 5, which is 10. And then blank plus blank equals B, which is 11. All right, now just like before, we write all the factors of 10. So that's 1 and 10, and we can stop right there because that adds to give me 11. Okay, so now 1 and 10 go in the blanks. And they do. 1 plus 10 is 11. 1 times 10 is 10. Okay? And notice it is not 2 and 5. Sometimes it could be 2 and 5. If this were 7 in the middle, it would have been 2 and 5. Okay? But it's not this time. All right, so now we do this thing where we AC rewrite B. Okay, so that means we're going to write AX squared. So that's going to be 2x squared. Now rewrite B. So plus blank x plus blank x. So plus 1x plus 10x. See? Okay. And then C. See, the A and the C stay. And the B is now, see, that's why this little triangle is here for. It's just saying to split it up. Split it into the two blanks. Okay? Right here and right here. All right. Now we take these two and write what is their GCF? And these two, and what's their GCF? Okay, so what comes out of 2 and 1? Well, 1 just comes out of that, like by division, not subtraction. 1 goes into 2 and 1, but that's not helpful, and 2 doesn't go into 1, so just a 1. Okay, and then what comes out of the x's? Well, the least number of x's is just an x. So that's its GCF. Now let's do this one. What comes out of 5 and 10? So what goes into both of those? And if you need to grab your calculator and divide, do it, okay? 5 does not divide by 10, but 5 goes into 10, so we could take a 5 out. And they don't both have an x, so just a 5, okay? All right, now let's figure out the leftovers. So 2x squared divided by 1x plus 1x divided by 1x. Okay, so this was the GCF. And this was the GCF. All right, and now we're figuring out the leftover. And we won't write nearly as much on the next one. I just want you to fully understand what the heck I was talking about up there. Okay, all right, so then we get what? 2 divided by 1 is 2. And then x squared, 2 up top, 1 on bottom gives us 1. 2 minus 1. Plus, now those match exactly, so we just get 1. Now let's do this one. 10x over 5 plus 5 over 5. All right, and that's 10 divided by 5 is 2x plus 1. And look, those match, which it says up here, they must match. Okay, so we take out the leftovers. So it's just the GCF, 1x plus 5. So it's 1x times 2x plus 1 plus 5 times 2x plus 1. See? That's this half. See if you just kind of like think of it as this half. I'm just factoring these two things like we did with the greatest common factor. And then I'm factoring these two things like we did with the greatest common factor. And now we're writing them, but they still have a plus sign in the middle because that's how they were separated originally. Okay? All right, now the leftovers matched. I can take out the leftovers. And if I take out the leftovers, you only take them out once because same thing with division. You only write it one time out front. So now their GCF between this side and this side is 2x plus 1. So I'm going to take 2x plus 1 out of both of them, and I'm left with 1x plus 5. See? Take that out. Take that out. They both go here, and then this is left over. Okay? All right, and then we don't write the 1 in front, so if we're going to put this in Khan Academy, we don't write the 1 or they count it wrong, so we just make it pretty. All right, that was a lot of information. Let's do another one. Gotta put the video down. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's do another one. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Okay, so AC, rewrite B. First of all, you need to look and see if does a GCF go into all of those, like the previous ones. No one, 2 does not go into all 3 of these numbers, so it is definitely an A not equal to 1 problem. I forgot to mention that before. Okay, so now we're going to go blank times blank equals 4, and blank plus blank equals 5. How'd I get the 4? 2 times 2. Okay, now let's write out the factors of 4. 1 and 4. Boop, found it. Hopefully all of them will be that easy. Okay, now we come here and we rewrite this. So the 2x squared stays. The only part we rewrite is b. So plus, see this is 1 and 4. 1x plus 4x plus 2. See the 5 is now 1 plus 4. If we simplified, we'd be back to that. Now we do the GCF here and the GCF here and keep them separate. Okay, what comes out of these? Just an x. So 2x squared we get 2x, because there are 2 up top, 1 on the bottom, plus 1. And then here, so our final answer for this side is x, don't forget your GCF, right? Times your leftover. Just like before. And then we're going to write our plus sign. Okay, now this side, GCF is 2. So we get 4x over 2 plus 2 over 2, which is 2x plus 1. So again, GCF. And those match exactly now. The leftovers do. So we just write it 2x plus 1. You take out the leftovers. Just kind of squiggle, underline them so you think about it. And then like, oh, just cross those out because I took them out. So now I get, just really lightly cross them out because you're taking them out. And then you're left with x plus 2. All right. Another one. Let's see. Let's do some positive, negative stuff. There we go. Okay. 4x squared minus 35x plus 49. First of all, I'm going to look and I'm going to go, does 4 go into all of these? No, because that's 5, and that's a 9. Does 2 go into them? No, because again, those are odd. Well, that sucks. So GCF does not come out. So we're just going to have to do the AC. Rewrite B, which I'm definitely going to use my calculator for. So blank times blank equals, what's 4 times 49? 196. And then blank plus blank equals negative 35. Well, that's fun. So now I gotta start writing 1 and 96, 1 and 196. Okay, and I'm not gonna, well, I guess I will. Let's see, I need a positive, so there'll be negative 1 and negative 196. That's not it. Okay, 196 divided by 2 is 98. So 2 and 98. And then I'm not going to write the negatives but every time. I just know they would add to give me. Like you're adding either way because they're both negative. And they both have to be negative or they both have to be positive because this number is positive. Okay. All right, let's see, 196 divided by 3. And just off screen, I'm just dividing. And you can just use your phone calculator to do that. You're just doing division, okay? 3 does not go in, okay? 196 divided by 4 does go in, okay? So 4 and what? 49. Negative 4 and negative 49. Okay. Continuing. 196 divided by 5. 196 divided by 6. 196 divided by 7. 7. There we go. 7 and 28. Negative 7 and negative 28. Oh, that's it. Negative 7 and negative 28. Negative times negative is positive. Negative 7 plus a negative 28 means the same sign, so you add them, so we get negative 35. Yeah, okay? All right, so now we got it. So now we rewrite. So 4x squared minus 7x minus 28x plus 49. All right, the rewrite B. Okay, now these two and these two. All right, what comes out of these? I'm not going to write the whole GCF part up here, but if you like that, then write GCF, show your division, get your leftover, and write it, okay? So I suggest you pause right here and try it and see if you get what I get once I work through it, okay? All right, so I'm going to take an x out, and I get 4x minus 7, okay? And then out of here, I'm going to take a minus because this is negative leading. And I want this to end up being a minus 7. So negative 7. And I get Well, 7 times 4 is 28, so it's going to be a positive 4x minus 7. I know to take out a negative because this is a positive here, and I know that I want my leftovers to match. Okay? All right, so if you did it this way up here and you just said your GCF was 7, you are correct, but when you got down here, you would have gotten a negative 4x plus 7, and then you would say, oh, but that doesn't match this side, so I need to take out the negative as well. Okay? All right, now those are the leftovers and a leftover. So that is going to be 4x minus 7 times x minus 7. Okay, that is all that I am going to do in the video. You're now going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 to do on your own, and I am definitely going to need to see your work. If you don't show work, you don't get credit.